Hi. This video is called brain burning. Now, just to give you a backstory on brain burning came from when I first started riding a horse, when I was first getting trained to ride a horse. And I took that concept and I applied it to when I was raising my two stepsons. It sounds a lot worse than it is, okay? Let's see. When I first talked to my therapist about brain burning, it scared her to death, okay? So let me first explain to you where I learned the concept of brain burning. So you have a pack of wolves, okay? And mama wolf and baby pups. And it's dangerous out there. So the pups shouldn't travel too far from the den because something could happen to them. This is life and death, their survival, they could die. So Mama Wolf shows them what the parameter is, and one day one of the pups ventures beyond that parameter. It's up to that Mama Wolf, and she will do this. She will go over to that baby, grab that baby by the scruff of the neck, shake it somewhat, growl really menacingly, okay, and take that baby back to the den. Trust me when I tell you, that baby will never go beyond the safe parameter that mother set up for it. That's called brain burning. So what does that mean, and how did I apply that to my horse, and how did I apply that to my stepsons? Well, for me, I don't want my child to have to learn a lesson more than once. I want them to get it. So I'm going to make the consequence hard enough that they'll never want to do that again. So for instance, one of the videos in this series is about don't set your children up to lie. But if your child lies to you, I only want them to learn once not to lie to me. So first of all, I'm going to be, as I said in that video, transparent and honest with them, because if I know they're doing something they shouldn't, I'm going to tell them, I know you're doing something you shouldn't do. And if they lie to me about it after I've been transparent and honest with them, I'm going to give them a rather hefty consequence. What does that mean? I'm going to take their computer away. Week, 2 weeks, they're only allowed to use it for homework. I'm going to take their iPad away. I'm going to take their phone away. I'm going to take the TV away. So now they have nothing but to sit in their room and stare at the walls. And I'm going to do that for a hefty amount of time. And here's the trick. I'm not going to go back on it. Even if they came begging me, Tracy, it's been a week, can I have my stuff back? No. Because I really want them to get it the first time. Now, some of you parents may really not be agreeing with me, okay? And I get that. I get that. But I will tell you, I've worked with enough parents through the years that when you set a boundary, when you set a consequence, first of all, do not set that consequence when you're being reactive, when you're being upset, okay? You have to set the consequence. It has to be appropriate for their age and for what is going on. So for instance, if I'm taking all those things away from my child, I'm taking it away from a 15-year-old. Okay, I'm not taking it away from a 5-year-old. All right? What I used to do with my kids when they were that age is I would put them in front of the dryer so they could watch the dryer, like a timeout, watching the dryer for, I don't know, if they're 5 years old, isn't it 1 minute for each year? So for 5 minutes, that's like an eternity to a 5-year-old. So you want to be careful with not being reactive when you set a consequence, making the consequence fit the crime, fit what they did, okay? But making it hefty enough that they learn not to do that again. Because you don't want to keep having to give them consequences for the same behavior they're doing. All right? And for goodness sakes, don't renege, because if you renege, because you're feeling uncomfortable, guess what? They're going to keep doing that over and over and over again. They're going to, oh, please, please, please. I can't tell you how many parents I have had renege on a consequence only to have a 15-year-old being really disrespectful to them. I mean, over the top. I won't even describe to you the words, but let's just say I've had parents get told F off by their kids. I've had, and I mean using the real word, I've had parents be called the B word, even like the C word, okay? Why? Because they reneged on their consequence, okay? They caved. Don't do that. Enough said. Okay, got it? Okay.